Did you know that ancient Egyptians wrote their sentences without any spaces to separate them? It's a detail that many people overlook, but it is an integral part of understanding the richness of their culture and linguistic prowess. That's right, the ancient Egyptians, those same individuals who constructed awe-inspiring pyramids and towering obelisks, also practiced a unique writing system. They inscribed their language without spaces, creating strings of hieroglyphs that might seem confusing to the modern eye. But why did they use such a unique method? Well, experts believe that this might be due in part to the writing materials the Egyptians had access to. The Egyptians primarily wrote on papyrus, a type of paper made from the pith of the papyrus plant, which was abundant in the Nile Delta. Papyrus was a precious commodity, and it made sense to use every bit of it efficiently. But the absence of spaces wasn't just a space-saving technique, it was also a reflection of the highly sophisticated nature of the Egyptian language. Hieroglyphs were more than just characters, they were symbolic representations of the world around them. Each hieroglyph had a specific meaning, and their arrangement could greatly affect the overall meaning of the sentence. This writing style required a deep understanding not only of grammar and vocabulary, but also of the world around them. It required the ability to visualize and ideas, to translate them into symbols, and to string those symbols together in a way that conveyed the intended message accurately and effectively. This is a testament to the intellectual capabilities of the ancient Egyptians, showing us just how advanced they were for their time. In addition to their unique writing style, the ancient Egyptians had a complex grammatical system, one that was very different from the languages we are familiar with today. They had intricate verb forms and sentence structures that offered a great deal of flexibility in expressing complex ideas and emotions. Much like their society, their language was a fascinating blend of simplicity and complexity. On one hand, their writing system was simple in its lack of spaces and punctuation. On the other hand, it was complex in its use of symbols and grammar rules, reflecting the depth and richness of the civilization that created it. The mastery of such a system is a testament to the Egyptians' intellect and sophistication. It shows us that they were not only great builders and artists, but also prolific thinkers and communicators. It reminds us that language is more than just a means of communication. It is a reflection of the society that uses it, a mirror of its values, beliefs, and understanding of the world. So the next time you marvel at the majestic pyramids or the intricate hieroglyphs in an ancient Egyptian tomb, remember is more to this civilization than meets the eye. Behind every symbol and structure is a story, a testament to the intellectual prowess and cultural richness of a civilization that has long since passed, but whose legacy lives on in the annals of history. This is just one of the unique characteristics of ancient Egyptian grammar, a system that was complex and intriguing, much like the civilization itself. Why don't we ever tell secrets in ancient Egypt? Because they Sphinx. Now that we've set the mood with a little humor, let's dive right into our topic. The grammar of ancient Egyptian can be classified into numerous categories, such as verbs, nouns, adjectives, and a spectrum of pronouns. These categories served as the cornerstone of sentence formation and often interacted in astonishingly intriguing ways. Let's kick things off with verbs. In ancient Egyptian, the sequence of a verbal sentence followed a stringent order: verb, subject, direct object complement, attributive complement, and finally the complement of circumstance. Deviations from this rule were not a common sight, appearing in select stylized expressions such as those used to designate gods and kings, where the word arrangement was dictated by ceremonial precedents. Next we have the nouns. They were divided into common and proper names. Interestingly, ancient Egyptian language marked gender in nouns. Feminine words were identified by a terminal sign T, symbolized by a loaf of bread. Masculine plural was indicated by the ending W, while the feminine plural was what. Adjectives in ancient Egyptian were similar to those in English today, used to describe or modify nouns. However, some sentences were verbless, having instead adverbial predicates, nominal predicates, or adjectival predicates. Pronouns were also a significant part of ancient Egyptian grammar. These included personal, independent, demonstrative, and interrogative pronouns. Pronouns took precedence over nouns wherever they had a grammatical function. One other intriguing aspect of ancient Egyptian grammar was that unlike Greek, Latin, or German, it did not decline words, and the indefinite and definite articles, a and the were not written. Time and mode distinctions were not as definite as in Semitic or Indo-European languages. Negation was signified by two terms. This peek into the unique characteristics of ancient Egyptian grammar is just the tip of the iceberg. The ancient Egyptian language and hieroglyphic writing offer a rich tapestry of history, culture, and knowledge. It's a fascinating field of study that continues to reveal new insights about this ancient civilization. Don't hesitate to delve deeper into this fascinating subject, for every glyph and grammatical rule carries a story waiting to be discovered.